and industry. This one, third one down, is lead. So that's a really great way to detox lead. Mercury is all the way down here. So it's not really a great way to get rid of mercury, sweating. So it's good for some things, not so good for others. And you will lose a little bit of the essential minerals here in green, like manganese, chromium, zinc. So you want to get some more minerals in by having a nice fresh juice or taking a multivitamin or just eating a good diet with lots of vegetables. Okay. Walter Crinian has done some really nice studies looking at sweating, and he had a pretty intense detoxification protocol. He used them as an environmental medicine practitioner, and he actually used some of these protocols with the firemen from 9/11 who were exposed to huge amounts of brominated hydrocarbons, fire retardants, and all types of stuff that were probably in the air burning up. This isn't that looking at them, but this is a different study looking at people with multiple chemical sensitivity, which is really just their barrels filled, right? That's the name that they get, multiple chemical sensitivity. People with autoimmune disease, neurological disorders, fatigue, cancer, and down the list. A total of about 112 people, and 100% of them noticed some benefits from the sauna, even if it was a very small amount. And this was over a 10-year period. So contraindications for a sauna: children, of course, elderly, anyone who's pregnant or lactating, because toxins will be released and liberated somewhat, and that will end up in the breast milk, so we don't want to do that. People with cardiovascular issues, and there's probably other scenarios where it's contraindicated. I just don't have a full list here. So when in doubt, stay out. Okay, or get clearance from your doctor.
I think the type of saunas also matter. So whether they're using certain glues to actually hold it together, the cheaper saunas, you probably won't get the ones that are joined together properly.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to make sure it's a good quality infrared sauna, or any sauna that's not using glues that will heat up and not gas. Good wood from good sources, not pressure treated, just natural wood. And that's the way to do it. Okay, the third is the lungs, opening the windows. They release about 1 to 2 pounds of toxins. I think we can all understand that if we hold our breath for a certain period of time, carbon dioxide is going to build up and we're going to have to breathe, right? That's a toxin, or can become a toxin. Releases a lot of end products in body metabolism. There's a breathalyzer test, right, to see if people have been drinking alcohol. Alcohol's coming out of the lungs. If anyone's ever had copious amounts of garlic, right, where's it coming out of? The pores in the lungs. Yeah, so it's one of the ways we can get rid of some of these compounds. What can we do for the lungs? Exercise, which is great. When your clients don't want to exercise, you can ask them what fits their busy schedule better: exercising 1 hour a day or being dead 24 hours a day. Deep breathing and pranayama breathing. So there's so many amazing breathing techniques out there. I'm sure they're being used extensively in this conference. It's, sort of just a basic breathing technique is breathing in for a couple seconds, holding for about 8 seconds, and out for 4 seconds. Just something rhythmic like that. They're all different types of breathing techniques are quite beneficial. And then the bowels. So this is probably the dirtiest place in our body. We eliminate toxic wastes like bacteria, undigested food stuff, dead cells, toxins, are dumped into our gut, and then we got to poop them out. Transit time is how quickly something moves from our mouth to our anus and then out into the toilet. The ideal is about 18 to 24 hours. You bring in the new stuff, you want to get rid of the old stuff, right? The average is about 72 hours. I've had clients come to tell me that they've had times where they were so constipated they didn't poop for a week and a half.
Oh.
That's not a good situation. That's like not taking out the garbage for multiple weeks and having it sit in your home for that period of time. Your body has to deal with that. Fiber is really helpful for regulating transit time. It's a really great, easy way to keep that regularity going and to help with detoxification. Eating foods with lots of fiber. All these foods here have lots of fiber. Eating whole foods, by default, you're going to get lots of fiber. Dennis Burkett was a British surgeon who did a lot of work in East Africa. And what he found is that the East Africans consumed up to 100 grams of fiber a day, huge amounts of fiber, and had none of the diseases that we had in the Western world or industrialized nations, where we consume all these wonderful fast foods that are just completely devoid of fiber, soluble, insoluble, and nutrients as well. Okay, so we want to make sure we're having a whole foods diet as well. So going to the washroom on a regular basis is one of the most important ways to detoxify. Keep this stuff moving through. Enemas. We've got enemas and colonics that can be helpful in certain situations.